In our headlines for this evening, locally, NHLDC makes environs of Saddle Hill more accessible, and Yellow Pages and U Lounge support first Nevis Blues Festival. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Tuesday, March 10th, 2015. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, NHLDC, has embarked on an activity to make the historic environs and ruins of the Saddle Hill area more accessible. The major work so far has been the opening up of a road that allows vehicular traffic almost to the summit.
The road was impassable for many years, and I thought it best to take on this project, so to speak, to improve the road surface coming up to the top of Saddle Hill. It is an area that we are aware of the history behind Saddle Hill. This is an area where Horatio Nelson, he used this area as a lookout for approaching enemy ships in the past, so it was viewed as a lookout and seen as a lookout, but it has more characteristics to it in that it is an area that I believe can enhance our tourism product here on the island of Nevis. That was Chairman of the NHLDC, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. He notes that the work thus far has involved the clearing of the road. He says in the near future the road would be surfaced using materials from the government quarry, and there will be the addition of some safety features to the area. So I want persons to hike this area. There have been persons doing it before, but I want it now to be an area where persons can come and exercise, persons can come and just have a relaxing period of time to view the beauty of this island. And that is essentially what we are hoping to accomplish, and opening up this area for the persons who live here on the island of Nevis, and visitors to the island of Nevis as well can have a chance to view the beauty of the island. As I stand here, I'm seeing, I believe, one cruise ship there at the Port Zante in Bastia. You can see Nag's Head, around the Channel area, and coming around to Four Seasons and all those yachts that are currently moored down there, and you'll have a look of Charlestown area, and coming around to Bath and Long Point, all the way around to the lighthouse area. And as you do that, you'll realize that we still have a large amount of land, a huge section of Nevis that is still, I consider, virgin territory, so to speak, for future development. So Nevis, as you'll realize from this visit, that Nevis still has tremendous potential in terms of development. While on the trail in the Saddle Hill area, Minister Jeffers met a number of tourists who were hiking the recently cleared road.
Hello, my name is Debbie Edmonds, and this is my 10th trip to Nevis. It's one of my favorite islands in the Caribbean. I'm very excited to be here. My good friend Curvis brought me on this trail today because we were too chicken to go up Nevis Peak, so we thought we'd try this. And it's really nice. It looks like they're doing a great job, so it's exciting to have something new and different to do here this time.
It is expected that the work on the road would be completed in another few weeks, and Minister Jeffers is hoping it would be the catalyst for new businesses in the area. The St. Kitts and Nevis Yellow Pages and the U Lounge will be supporting the first Nevis Blues Festival as gold level sponsors. That is according to an announcement made yesterday, March 9th, by the organizers of the inaugural event. Yellow Pages St. Kitts and Nevis offers all the information power associated with this ubiquitous brand, including a web portal and mobile app. U Lounge, operated by Leeward Flight Services Limited, opened in May 2014 to provide exceptional levels of service for incoming and departing passengers at the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport on St. Kitts. All the international artists attending the festival will enjoy the U Lounge experience. The Nevis Blues Festival is slated to run from April 16th to 18th with a beachside main stage at Uwali Bay. The stellar lineup of local, regional, and internationally acclaimed artists includes a multi-award-winning musician and British Blues Hall of Famer Ian Seagull, who joins XM Satellite Radio Best New Blues Artist awardee Zach Harmon and acclaimed UK-based jazz, gospel, and blues singer Denise Gordon, whose parents are from Nevis. Commenting on behalf of the Nevis Island administration, Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley, says the government is excited to premiere the Nevis Blues Festival as the island's newest cultural offering. The aim is to present a highly anticipated annual event which celebrates both local and international talent while reflecting the beauty and cultural experience of Nevis. Sponsorship by local and international companies is very important in bringing projects such as this to fruition. For more information and tickets for the Nevis Blues Festival, persons can visit www.nevisbluesfestival.com. Persons can also stay up to date with ongoing announcements by following the Nevis Blues Festival on Facebook and Twitter. Local dance ensemble, the Shekinah Dance Theatre, is inviting the general public to the grand opening of its new studio on Thursday. The Shekinah Dance Theatre was launched in April of 2012 and continues to cater to the development of dance, but more importantly, the holistic development of young people on the island. In a recent interview with Communications Officer in the Ministry of Social Development, Curtis Morton, President of Shekinah Dance Theatre, Tamicia Lestrade, spoke of this exciting development.
We realize that the girls are serious. We ourselves are serious, and we want to advance the dance theatre to a next level. And so what the dance studio does, it provides the proper environment. The flooring is wood, because concrete is not the best, we know, for dancing. It also has the mirrors that you need in order to synchronize movement. It has the ballet bars for stretches and posture and all those different things. So it's going to take our dance theatre to the next level.
Over the last 3 years, the dance theatre has received assistance from several partners, and Lestrade used the opportunity to acknowledge them.
I am very much thankful to the Nevis Island administration, to the Cox community, to everybody who would have allowed us to use the community center over there. We appreciate it greatly from the bottom of our hearts. And right now we practice at Jessup, so I also want to thank Community Development and the director, Mrs. Jeanette Maloney, for allowing us to use there until our space is ready. So by next week, Saturday, we should be in our own space and doing greater things.
Lestrade also gave these details about Thursday's opening.
The opening ceremony is going to be on the 12th of March, and it's going to be across the road from the building itself on where the Lynn Jeffers School was. We're going to use the concrete area there. We are going to have the dancers there, the appearance. We are going to have Minister Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams there as well. I would have sent an invitation to invite the Premier and also the Deputy Premier, so I hope that they can come and see this. There are other key persons who we would have invited, our sponsors over the past years, the media, everybody, the general public, even if it's just for you to stand and then have a walkthrough after the cutting of the ribbon, you are welcome to come. And we are going to have an open house over that entire weekend, so you can come through to see. Parents can come to see if it's an environment that they would want to have their children in and register their kids for dance class.
Tamicia Lestrade and Diana Pemberton are the founders of the Shekinah Dance Theatre. The theatre accepts members 3 years and older. Coming up after the break, Miss CSS Pageant contestants revealed. Stay tuned.
This is Empress Liberty, and I'm coming from St. Kitts. I want to big up NTV, Brown Hill Communication, and a Stitching Time.
Hi, I'm Purple, and you're in tune to NTV. Keep it locked.
Welcome back. At donation made on Thursday to the St. Thomas's Primary School will go a long way in assisting the institution. The check is a gift from the St. Thomas's Parish Festival Committee, of which Vera Herbert is a member.
It's been a committee that's been a little dormant, but we are hoping this year to restart the festival. So we are thinking that the funds that we raised before, we are going to donate it to the school. So on behalf of the committee, I wish to present this check. I hope it will help in some way towards you buying a photocopy machine. And I wish you well for the rest of the school year. And our children, I hope, will benefit from the use of the photocopy machine. And the teachers will use it for the children. So I present this check to you.
Principal Nolene Smith then accepted the donation.
Yes, the photocopy is absolutely necessary for the use of the school because we do a lot of photocopies, and this will help us to achieve our goals faster. So I do appreciate it. So once again, thank you on behalf of the St. Thomas's Primary School.
The St. Thomas's Parish Festival Committee was established in 2007. The Honourable Wendy Phipps, Minister of State within the Ministry of Health, Social Services, Community Development and Gender Affairs, has pledged as the lone female voice in a predominantly male cabinet to fiercely advocate for all gender equality initiatives for women of St. Kitts and Nevis. In her national address on the occasion of the March 8th observance of International Women's Day, Minister Phipps said while records indicate that the Federation achievements outstrip the global condition of women in many respects, there is still work to be done.
There is still work to be done, however, in terms of ongoing public and private sector partnerships designed to achieve, among other goals, the following: greater participation of women in the domestic economy, and the reversal of the double standard that is often practiced in the way we raise and socialize our girl children. Consistently high effort must also be made in collaboration with agencies such as UN Women, the United Nations Development Programme UNDP, the Pan American Health Organization PAHO, and the Organization of American States, the OAS, in order to ensure that such strategic partnerships will bring crucial development aid to state and non-governmental agencies charged with the implementation of projects directed at the advancement of women.
Minister Phipps noted that these and other initiatives are clearly outlined in her government's Team Unity Manifesto, and that among the government's 8-pronged approach to gender equality and the advancement of women are 5 main objectives.
Implementation of a progressive family leave policy, creation of victims' rights legislation, establishment of a systematic, reliable healthcare and holistic wellness program that is responsive to the needs of women, creation of a favorable investment climate that facilitates entrepreneurship among women, and making greater investment in social development programs that assist women in building confidence, self-worth, and assertiveness, and in thinking outside the box in relation to career choices.
Minister Phipps says the National Unity Government intends to deliver as far as possible on every one of these areas in order for women of St. Kitts and Nevis to walk into their God-given destiny of participating in the country's growth and development. In honor of the 65th anniversary of the Charlestown Secondary School, CSS, the institution will host its 21st annual Miss CSS Pageant with a new twist. This year, the show will not feature representatives of the house colors. Coordinator of the Miss CSS Pageant, Mavis Hanley, explained the reason for the change.
All of you are accustomed to coming out to our house pageant. As we planned for this event, we thought we would be successful. However, it took us a very long time for students to come forward within their houses. So we thought we will do it differently. Students will represent themselves. They won't represent a color. However, we still want it to be a learning experience. So we thought we would name each student a virtue. So we have Miss Perseverance, Miss Determination, Miss Respect, and Miss Integrity. So those students as they perform on stage for you March 28 at the Cultural Complex. They are going to tell you about this virtue.
At this morning's General Assembly, the 4 participants introduced themselves.
I am 15-year-old Whitney Lucius, a participant in this year's Miss CSS Pageant. Yours truly, Miss Integrity. I am 15-year-old Dick Wonder Richardson, Miss Determination, contestant number 2 in this year's CSS Pageant. I am Miss Perseverance, Sheridan Williams. I am Mrs. Beck, 16-year-old Bertha Santana.
Principal of the Charlestown Secondary School, Edson Elliott, is encouraging persons to support the Miss CSS pageant.
On behalf of the school, I'm asking the general public to continue to support the institution. The show has been of an extremely high standard, and this year will be no different. And we want to thank the parents for allowing the 4 contestants to participate. And we hope that the general public would lend their support behind all of the girls so that one more time we will make the Miss CSS show another great show.
The Miss CSS pageant is slated for 8 p.m. on Saturday, March 28th at the Cultural Complex. The admission is $20 for adults and $15 for children under 12. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.